You alright? This motherfucker's here. Uh, Pleasant good evening and howdy. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Right here on WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, WRLNradio.com, and 98 Jams. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. I hope they got that right. I keep messing it up. I guess with practice, I'll get it right? Jam 98. What did I say? 98 Jam? Jam 98. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, officially checking in. Good evening, good morning, whatever time you're listening to this here radio station. We really appreciate you guys. Coming up in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. That is in our last hour here on Bedtime Stories. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Let's kick it off with Bloodstone. And we go a long way back. Judy! Hey, Judy. Thank you for being on my live, Judy. I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. Say, hey, baby. Mm-hmm. My sister from another mister, Judy Frazier. My favorite mailman, woman, person. Well, good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, as always, for joining me. As if I were dismembered. Thanks for joining me back together. I truly adore you. If God one day struck me blind, your beauty I'd still see. Love is too weak to define what you mean to me. Pam, what's going on? AKA Little Hustler. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show. Don't forget to share, to like, comment, and share on your Facebook page. Also on, what am I on? Twitter? No, I'm on Twitch. And I'm on YouTube. So Share the wealth. I appreciate it. You're in a little village right now. Okay. Be careful over there in Little Village, you know. I hear it's nice this time of the year. I was listening to Joe Soto again, you know. But yeah, be careful over there, okay? You know, did drop off, okay? Once again, be careful over there in Little Village. And Big Village too, and Big Inglewood. You're just all over, aren't you? And that's all right. We go a long way back. And see, that's what I like about you. You're like totally fearless. You go into the you go into any neighborhood, and that's okay. You know, you go into any neighborhood, all over the universe. You say all over the universe. Hmm. You are truly fearless, and that is a good quality to have, to be fearless. Yes, yes, they are ATF media, certainly, especially on Titty Tuesday. We go day long. Mm-hmm. Mm. Salmon croquettes are delicious as well. Delicious and nutritious. So suddenly. Oh, finally got me a nap today, boy. Woo! I was determined that I would get a nap, and I did it. Got home before 7, and I just crashed on the couch. It was a wonderful thing. It was wonderful. Mm. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I was knocked out. Knocked out. I was like, thank you. Chiffon, what's going on? Thank you, Chiffon. She said, I just love your theme song. Thank you. Lady G. How you be, Lady G? Hey, 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 Ronnie. So does anybody have any information about Darren's? Somebody called and woke me up a minute before I was supposed to get up and asked me about Darren's. I'm like, are they opening back up? No. They've been closed now for almost 2 years. Somebody ran into the side of it. The guy asked me, are they selling it? I don't know. I don't know any more information that he knows. Why would he think that I know? I don't know. So, so nobody knows. Now, this is a man who lives around the corner from Darren's. Why don't you just walk on over there and see if there's a sign saying for sale? Because obviously, they didn't patch up that hole in the side where somebody drove their Mercedes near the DJ booth, or where the DJ booth would have been. So, had I been DJing there that night, I'd have got it. I would have been on the hood of a Mercedes. That's how close it was, you know. So once again, how would I know that if they're selling or not opening or whatever? You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he paid somebody to run into the side of it because he was sick of it. You got to think these days, you know, only the big clubs survive. The little clubs, you know, unfortunately, people aren't going out like they used to. You know, they just aren't. You know, back in the days of the taste and the copper box, and people don't go out anymore. They just as soon stay home because the young folks come out, and that's what happens. You know, people drive their Mercedes through the side where the DJ should be standing. You know, you're forever eating. What you chewing on this evening? Salmon croquettes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Glenn Jones, bring back your love, girl, right here on Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Ronnie, to Lady G, also to who else is on here? Let me go to the mouse ain't working. Oh, here we go. Ken Wadlington, what's going on, sir? Chiffon Miller, thank you. She says she loves my theme song. Thank you. I feel like I wrote it, even though it was written like over 40 years ago by Herbie Hancock. Hello to Pam Hawkins, also known as Little Hustler, and my sister from another Mr. Judy Frazier. Thank you so much, Judy. You know, I love you, sis. I really do. I think she was the last visitor I had over at my apartment when I lived on 61st and Laughlin. She was the last visitor that I had over there before the fire, and then that was it. But anyway, it's Bedtime Stories. Your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and one of my favorite artists of all time. You know it. It's Prince. You know it's Prince. You know me. You know it's Prince. Reggie Hill, what's going on, sir? In the words of Jim Rags, ain't nothing to me but what you see, and the rest might be fake. I don't know what that means, but he says it's so cool. Mm-mm. Ain't nothing to me but what you see. He is such a good. Well, enjoy your dinner. Gotta lie back down. My back is killing me. I had a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not even gonna joke about your pain. Trust me. Well, I forgot to change my name tonight. I'm still former exotic dancer Al Greer. The rag man. You know, or as I call him, Uncle Rags. Nothing to me but what you see. Out of all the people that I listened to as a kid, Rags is one of the few that are still around. Him and Richard Steele, two of the best that ever did it. Two of the best that ever did it. Don't even think about it because I know where it was going. Your back is killing you. Anyway, Reggie Hill, what's going on, sir? Rag. I know I keep saying this, but I was on Ragman's show once. He did. It was there. There was a feature called Six Pack, and I remember getting a call from his producer. He said, "What's the one thing you want to do in the whole wide world?" I said, "Be on the air with Jim Rags." He said, give me three Stepper songs," and I gave him a list of Stepper songs. He said, "Well, this Sunday, can you come down to the radio station? You'll be on with Rags." I was like, "Uh-oh." Rags, in his sly way, said, "You know you won't be invited back, right?" I thought he was just joking. It's been almost 5 years now. I guess I won't be invited back for round two. I mean, it wasn't a battle or anything. It was just, six songs, six good Stepper songs that I liked. So, and I haven't been invited back. So it's up to you guys, because I don't want to cause a commotion. I just want to start a revolution. I want you all to call Soul 1063 on Sunday and ask Jim Rags how come he won't invite his nephew, Al Greer, back for another six pack. And I know he's going to give you that, BS answer. Well, we have to give everybody one chance to do it. You know how long it's been? It's been almost 6 years. My granddaughter's going on 7. She was a baby at the time that I was on. My thing is I was on with Herb before he passed. That that same year, I think it was. Either the same year or the year before. And I was almost asked back, but I posted something on Facebook saying that the only way I was going to get a job is if certain people passed, right? Well, they fixed my butt, and that was it. You know, it never occurred to me that they had no intentions of continuing Herb Kent's legacy. I was like, wow, you know, Herb had been to the station umpteen years before Steve Harvey and before anybody. He pretty much built that station to what it was. And, to me, not to honor his legacy is just a travesty. I'm not just saying this because he was my radio godfather. It's because he was one of the greatest. When they put out a list of all the greatest radio personalities, Herb was number 10 on that list. He was number 10. Only to be beat out by, other heavy hitters, such as Walt Baby Love, Frankie Hollywood Crocker, Eddie OJ, a few other people. Jack the Rapper, he was beat out by people like that. But he was number 10. He was number 10 on the list. He made the list. It ain't about him being number one. He was number one here in Chicago for years. So for him not to be mentioned on that station ever again, once again is a travesty. Hey, but it is what it is. Small Kim and Megan the Equin will ever collaborate on an album. Little Kim, Small Kim, Megan the Equine. But once again, he was number 10 on that list. Number 10. To say that I miss Herb is a understatement. There were so many of them before me. Herb Kent, Richard Pegee, truly some of the best that ever did it. So the end of an era, I guess you could say. Once the others are gone, that's it. There is no more legacy. At least not on not in Chicago radio. We don't support our own. We really don't. We don't support our own. And it's a shame, You can turn on any, open the door, Richard. You can turn on any radio station here in Chicago and hear Bob Surratt or John Landecker or somebody like that. Can you hear somebody like Jim Rags except on Sunday on Soul 106.3? No. You can't, You said we still have Al Greer. Thank you. Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate that. I mean, they were true legends. True legends. True legends. Yeah. Singer-songwriter Gary Taylor and Tease Me right here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. I don't know what happened to my mic. I'm acting funny. Anyway, we were talking about some of the greatest radio personalities here in Chicago. One of them, of which his name is Jim Rags, the Rag Man. Um, Once I was on the air with him. He did a segment on a show called Six Pack, where I came in and played 6 really good stepper songs. I was never asked to come back. I guess I was just too good. Plus, I did his voice on the radio, so it was like, if he ever, I think Rags is going to live to be 100 just to keep me out of his seat. It's like, okay. So says your ever-loving Rag Man. He used to do a thing where he would back the record up on the air back then when we were playing records. And he would say, that sounds so nice, I got to play it twice. So says your ever-loving Rag Man. We're only going to play this one once, though. We're going to do 2 songs by Blue-Eyed Soul Brother Gino Vanelli. I Just Want to Stop. It's Bedtime Stories. And me. Yep, your ever-loving Rag Man. Yep. When I was a kid, Rags was on the station in Gary, Indiana, 1270 WWCA. And he was on late at night. Herb would sign off at about 11 o'clock. After Herb, it would be Hotline with Wesley South. And then at midnight, it was the one and only, the only one, Herbert Spann, the Blues Man. But since I wasn't in the blues, I'd flip over to 1270 WWCA and listen to Ragman. So it was Herb and it was Rags. And I always say this. It was the best education I never got. I didn't have to go to school to even learn how to, be like them. I just listened. And when I got around them, it was like they welcomed me in, like a baby cub, because they were the bears, not the bad news bears. They were the bears. Or as we say today, the goats, the greatest of all time. And when I say Rags was one of the best, he still is. He still is. But Rags could have been in syndication. So could Herb, so could Richard Steele. They could have been in syndication doing shows, but they decided to stay here in Chicago. And Chicago is better for it, especially us guys, us black guys. Hey, Trish. Trish must have just woke up. Normally she's the first one in the chat room. But good evening, Trish. How you doing? But I remember being at a conference. Oh, you're at work. Oh, I was at this conference once. It was Herb, Richard Peggy, Cecil Hale, Lucky Cordell, and it was moderated by Cliff Kelly, the governor of talk radio. And I got a chance to ask or question either. I know those bills are not going to pay them. I know that's right. Shoot, Rent a Center will be here any day now to get their love seat and couch. I'll be back on the floor. Back on the floor. Anyway, Cliff Kelly was the moderator of that, and I had the last word. I don't know if it was planned or was it his plan, but I had the last word. I said, "This is not a question. This is merely a comment." I said, "Herb, when I was younger, I wanted to be a teen DJ so badly that I lied about my age just to get on the radio with you." You know, and he laughed. He said, "Well, it's too late now, isn't it? Right?" I'm like, "Yeah." At that time, I was about 30 something. So, but those names I just mentioned had illustrious careers. I just wish I could have sat down with Lucky Cordell before he passed. I had the pleasure of working for Purvis Spann, who was the owner of WVLN after Wesley South had passed. I mean, when we say good guys, they were really good guys. You know, Jay Johnson, Cecil Hale, Joe Cobb, and Bill Butterball Crane are the remaining members of that illustrious group of individuals that we know as the WVLN good guys. You know, Butterball decided he didn't want to be in radio anymore. He didn't want to be called Butterball, as he had lost at least 180 pounds. So he said, "I'm Mr. Crane. You know, it's calling me Bill Crane." And he's been on Channel 9 a few times, you know, but he hardly talks about his background as a radio announcer or radio personality. He was, he had an ear for radio. When I say he had an ear for radio, he was an engineer. He had a first-class FCC license, which made him eligible to use the equipment and to adjust it. And WVON being a daytimer at 500 watts and a nighttime station at 250, he made the station sound loud using processing and equalization. So they sounded louder than what they were. And they covered all of the south side and west side of Chicago. Genius. So. One of the few Caucasians to appear on Soul Train, Gino Vanelli, living inside myself, right here on Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Trish. She said these bills aren't going to pay themselves, so she got to go to work. I know the feeling. She said she'll be back. Trust me, I know. If I don't go to work, I'll be laying on my living room floor because Rent a Center will come and repossess all my furniture, my love seat and my couch, which is well slept on. Trust me, I just got off of it. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep. The greatest love songs of all time. Hello to my new family over at Jam 98, where my nephew, Deshaun, is the voice of the station. How did that happen? I don't know. I guess because he sounds a little bit like me, I guess. That might help. It's Michael Joseph Jackson, Lady of My Life. It's Bedtime Stories. LaTanya Lynn Garrett, what's going on, Miss Hollywood? Baby, baby. If a murderer hasn't been caught yet, is considered at large. Are they considered at small when they're arrested? Ha ha ha. No, they're just caught. At large. That's a good one. They're at large. Hey, LaTanya. Thank you for being on my live, along with Ken Watlington. I guess Ken ain't talking to us tonight. Okay. All right. I understand. I understand. So, we always talk about Jamie Foxx sightings, right? Like I always say, white folks see Elvis, we see Jamie Foxx now. You know, and they say Jamie is still not at 100%, but he's, on the boat, getting out of an SUV, returning purses, you know, and I think it's a great thing that he has snapped back from this mysterious illness that they have not quite talked about yet. So, and I see a lot of people dropped off when I started talking about Jamie Foxx. Not a fan, huh? Okay, I get it. That's cool. But I hope those people that dropped off shared the video with others. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. There's some emotion. But, once again, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You all are okay in my book. I don't know. Anyway, I wonder if I can change that heading down there. Will they allow me to change it? Let's see. I guess not. Nah. She said I need help. I know, right? Ooh. Ooh, baby. Baby, 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 baby. There we go. A little green. That'll help. I like the orange. I'll leave it like that for a while. Try to switch it up a little bit, even though people never pay attention to that. Donations are welcome. There ain't nobody gonna give you no money, Al. You figure I already have money. I'm doing a radio show. I should be getting paid, right? Yeah, you're getting paid, aren't you? Yeah. Somebody help me. Help me, please. Mm-hmm. Been moving me around. Won't let me down. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's right. You can't change the settings once you've hit broadcast. You are live. I gotta get the best of you. I gotta get the best of you, my baby. Right back at you, baby. Hey, the numbers are dropping. Good Lord. What's happening? Maybe I should smoke some weed on camera. Maybe that'll change things. No? Okay. Like, I wish you would. I wish you would. Y'all will be saying y'all really need some help then, don't I? I remember I remember telling my landlord I would be late with the rent, right? I said I'll have it this weekend, you know. Before I could pull off, he was waving at me to come back. I said, he's like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I just don't have the money right now. So, but they're very, very understanding people. Mr. and Mrs. Matthews, thank you so much. You know, but a lot of people, we want the rent, or we want it now, or we want you out. Somebody else could be having that apartment. Okay. So I try not to be too late with the rent. I try not to, you know, you know, play with my landlords. I don't do that. If I say I don't have it, I don't have it. I tell them when I'm going to have it, and that's it. But yeah, never try never to be a deadbeat. I did that once before, and they sat my furniture outside. And all I could do is go into my apartment, and just sit on the floor, and just cry myself to sleep on the floor with my furniture sitting outside. You know, yeah, I've been through some things. Trust me. I gotta get the best. He was the leader of the group Booker T and the MGs. That is Booker T. Jones and the best of you right here on Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you as always for joining me. And I really appreciate you guys. Make sure those that are on Facebook right now, make sure you share the video, all right? Where it says like, share, or like, comment, and share. Just hit share. Like it first, make a comment, and then share it with your friends on your page. You know. And even if you don't like it, Let me know why. What should I add to my page when I'm doing my Facebook Live? All right, because I see the numbers going up and then they go down, and and I figured maybe it's too late for some people. 9 o'clock. Maybe I should start earlier, right? Nah. Nah. Been doing it at this time for I don't know how long. From 3 hours of all your favorite old school slow jams, like this one from Atlantic Star. Mm. I know, stop singing. I know. Used to be a time when I would sing, you all would send me money to stop singing. Y'all said, you getting away with murder, Al. You be singing every night. Cut your crying, please. Mm-mm. Woo. It has been warm outside to say the least. But I'm not complaining because I never hear about anybody complaining about, ooh, we're not getting enough snow. I've never heard anybody say that. It's like, oh, where's all the snow at? We should have more snow. Nah. No, you never hear that, man, if I could just get some more snow. Man, I sure miss that snow. You know, you hardly ever hear people say, "Oh, it's too hot outside," unless you live in Arizona, Las Vegas, where it's 101, 102. That. You know, but then they're used to it. If they came to Chicago and said, "Oh, what is this white stuff falling from the sky? Oh my God!" Why is it so cold? I don't know of anyone that would rather have 12 inches of snow as opposed to warm temperatures. Warm temperatures, you can always take your clothes off. Cold temperatures, if you take your clothes off, that's pretty much it for you. You'll be gone. Good night, Judy. Love you, sweetheart. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you so much for being on my live. And don't forget to, as you leave, make sure you hit share. That way, others will see how funny looking I really am. Yeah, the funniest. You know, excuse me for, my nose was running. I had to catch it. Anyway. But what was I saying? I don't know. Right, that was too easy. I know. I know. But look, this hour's almost up already. Won't he do it? He said he would. He said he would. I know I was kidding last night about Stella and Sydney listening to me in their backyard and look for the backyard with the pool in it. I wasn't really kidding. They do have a pool in their backyard. I just would not divulge their address because then it'll be people swimming in their pool while they're not there. They'll be climbing the fence in their pool. So, Stella and Sydney, I love you. Love you guys. Love you. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oops, was I singing again? No, I'm sorry. That's what we. Like everybody's got a TikTok page. I don't know. I don't know either, Ronnie. I'm like, okay. Hmm. Maybe they found someone else to listen to. Maybe Ramonski or Crazy Howard McGee is doing a nighttime show. In the dark. Welcome to Crazy in the Dark. All right, he's gone. How many hookers do you think he's killed? Hookers. And hookers. Ah. No, I don't do hookers anymore. Ah, that's what we are. I'm determined to have this show over with tonight and get back in the bed. because that's what us old people do, you know. Yeah, a lot of sleep. Atlantic Star, Secret Lovers. Does that mean that they're cheating? Yeah, I guess. Secret Lovers. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. And Bedtime Stories is sponsored by good friends over at Grubhub. Grubhub is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis and Chicago, as well as WRLNradio.com and Jam 98 Music for Your Soul. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. And this, of course, is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. And as always, we thank you for being there for us, with us. And we hope that those who are on Facebook right now share the video. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, whichever I'm doing, just share it with the people, all right? And let them know that Al Greer is still up in here, like I used to say back in the day. Anyway, this group has been together some 60 years. They used to be called the Pirates, the Elgins, Otis and the Siberians. They've gone through several name changes, but we know them as the Mighty Temptations from the album Music for Lovers Only. I think. Shaboom. Shaboom. Now, how did the fly get in here? That's what I want to know. That is crazy. How did we get a fly in here? Probably just as crazy as, getting mice on the second floor. I'm like, how did they get up here? Did they walk up the steps like everybody else? It's like when you think of mice coming into your building, they come in through the side on the ground, and then they say put some either some steel wool or some Brillo in the holes. Well, they can't chew through the holes, so what it does is it um, dulls their teeth. You know. Also, did you? Excuse me if I'm offensive to anyone about what I'm about to say. There's this show called Average Joe, which stars Dion Cole from right here in Chicago, famous comedian. Well, he's in this series called Average Joe, where they take out two of the Russian mafia after their father or after his father dies. And they come to find out the dad is involved in some illegal activity. So in one of the episodes, and I'm not going to give the whole thing away, they have to get rid of the bodies of the Russian people that tried to kill him. One of them broke his fingers. The other one, he had to break his neck. There was an older man and a younger man who just happened to be dating his daughter. So he took both of them out. So now they have to get rid of the bodies, right? So they have to, cut the bodies up, take them out in the woods, spread peanut butter on them because, they say wolves and other wild animals like peanut butter. You'd have to see it because, me describing it is just not going to get it. So Average Joe, Netflix, Dion Cole. um, it's interesting. You start getting pulled in. Just an average family from Philadelphia. So Dion is very good in it. It's like you expect him to be funny, and he is. And at times he can be very serious. He was in that Western where he was the sheriff. So, he's getting his acting chops on. I'm really, fascinated by his acting chops. For a few seasons he was on Blackish, so he's kind of making a name for himself as a serious actor. He was always funny on Blackish, but on this show, not so funny. So check it out. It's called Average Joe, and it's on Netflix. Anyway, I'm kind of drawn into it because I want to find out what's going to happen. It's like a dramedy. It's comedy and drama, so it's a dramedy, which sounds like something you take to go to sleep at night. Just saying. Yeah, dramedy. Yeah, you got some of that dramedy on you? I'd like to go to sleep really fast. I hear it's all natural too. Dramedy. Ask for it by name. Ever feel like you have something in your nose, but there's really nothing in your nose? That's how I feel. It's like there's a boogie in my nose, and I got to get it out. Anyway, for those of you going to be up past midnight, Check me out on the B-sides on WVON from midnight to 3 as we pay tribute to the five stair steps. And I hate using that word tribute because they're not dead. It's just, you know, but pay homage to them, spotlight them. Okay, that's better because they're still alive. You know, well, the majority of them. So check it out. I don't know what I just did with my nose, but go ahead, check them out tonight on the B sides. All right. And thank you to my nephew Ray Neal for the suggestion. I'm like, man, I keep forgetting about the five stair steps. Well, Uncle Al, you never do the five stair steps. So like, okay, well, I'll fix that. I'll do the five stair steps. Sounds like a dance. Do the five stair steps. Get away, fly. Go away, fly. That orange looks kind of gay. I think I'm going to change it back to another color. Red is kind of cool. Denise Williams, like butterfly, right here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Yes, my people ask me all the time, what is your doctorate in? Actually, it's a triple one: music, communications, and community service. Yeah, that's what I do. Haven't marched with anybody recently, you know, at least not since the 60s with Martin Luther King Jr. Now, I would have been too young to march anywhere except to my room. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Here's one of the most popular jazz singers, I guess you could say. It's Michael Franks, along with Brenda Russell, When I Give My Love to You on Bedtime Stories. When I give to you. Mm. When I give my love, my arm is still itching. It's itching everywhere except on the spot where I scratched it. It's been like 2 weeks now. It should have healed up by now. What's really going on here? Mm-mm. Supposed to heal immediately. You're right. and I want to take the band-aid off because it hurts. Pulls the hair off my arms. I could be very hairy when I want to be. Almost healed. Those are some good band-aids, boy. I take a shower and that band-aid's still on. And it's not even Band-Aid brand. It's just Walgreens brand. Anyway. Thank you to those who are still with me, all two of you all. Thank you. I ordered a new on-air sign, which I'll be posting. It's not going to replace that one. That one there. It's going to be right next to it. That way you'll be able to see it. Yeah, kind of cool. Huh? And I give my love to you. Since I couldn't find batteries for the other one, or a lamp, or whatever, a bulb for it. I just have one bad habit. I got a bunch of them. Mama, it is you. Okay. In the buff with you. I'm sorry, Ronnie. I'm singing again. I apologize. Two in a row for Michael Franks. One Bad Habit. And when I give my love to you, featuring Brenda Russell, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. It's bedtime stories. Everybody keeps asking me, where do the stories come in? Well, every now and then I have a story about either a song or something that I went through in my life. You know, I probably say this all the time and maybe too much. That a few years ago I was living from house to house, from couch to couch. I've been in my apartment now exactly 1 year. 1 year exactly. Yes. And it's all mine. As long as I keep paying the rent, right? It's mine. At first I was paying $800 a month, and it went up 100. So I've been able to keep up with the rent, with the many jobs that I have. So it is a wonderful thing when you can come in your own house and just strip butt ass naked and walk through the house, and you're on the second floor and nobody can see you, and there's no one to obstruct your you know, obstruct your way. You can just walk through the house and just swinging. That's what I do. That might be too much information for you, but hey, that's how I roll. That's how I get down. I start stripping coming up the steps. It's 20 steps. By the time I hit number 18, boy, I'm looking like Chris Jasper at a concert, shirt off and everything, sweating. The dramatics, the first of two in a row. You better treat me right. What'd you say? Swinging, yeah. You better believe it. Swinging, baby. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I guess if a woman was to do the same thing, we call it bouncing. Depending on how much you have up front, or behind, what's that song by LL? You're jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You're jiggling, baby. The same would apply to guys too. Yeah, if they had a big booty, I guess. What's up, Mo? Mo King. What's up, Mo? How'd that remix of Chance with you doing? It's doing well. It's doing very well. Haven't had a chance to play it anywhere, but when I do, boy, I will definitely let you know, Mo. Oh, it sounds great. I loved it. Absolutely. Did I send you the remix of Crush on You? No, you sure didn't. but please do. Can never have too much music, especially when you have a 2 terabyte hard drive. You can never have too much music. In the words of Barry White, it's just not enough, baby. It's just not enough. Just not enough. The dramatics. Just shopping, not buying anything. Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah, I did a lot of shopping, a whole lot of shopping. I remember I used to hang out at River Oaks and what's the other mall? Ford City, and the one that they closed, which was Evergreen Plaza Mall. Good times up there. I met a whole bunch of women, I tell you, a whole bunch of young ladies at, and that was the hangout, you know. It was like going to Arnold's, right? Like on happy days. It was, those were happy days, I tell you. And some not so happy days, you know what I'm saying? You know, especially when you had to go to the doctor and get a shot. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. I was telling people off the air, it's like it's a wonderful thing. I've been in my apartment for a whole year, and I've had no problems except for some plumbing problems, but nothing that liquid plumber or Drano can't help. But for the most part, I love my apartment. First room I fixed up was this room right here that I'm in. This was the second bedroom, but I figured, this room is way too small to be a bedroom, unless it's for, one of the grandchildren or something like that. So I decided to make a studio out of it. So complete with 2 TVs, 3 computers. Why am I telling you guys this? You might come over and rob me. Here's the teddy bear. Mm-mm. Take this love. Mm-mm. Choose me, baby. 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 It's so hot in here. The tape on my chair is coming off. You'll never guess who that is in a million years. You will never guess. Still don't know who it is? Here's some more of it. Still don't know who it is, huh? Okay. If you don't know, then you know won't know. Baby, baby. Hmm. Nobody, huh? Nope. Okay. I'm about to tell you who that is, if you haven't guessed yet. If that voice doesn't sound familiar, then you just don't know music. Believe it or not, that is Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees. It's called One Night for Lovers. Before that, Teddy Pendergrass in a song that was penned by the late great Luther Vandross. It's called Choose Me, complete with Luther's whole band, you know, and background singers. And Teddy Bear is singing on that song. He's singing the hell out of that song, boy. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, just about 20 minutes away from Foreplay with Levert's ABC 123 on Bedtime Stories. ABC 123. Sing, guys. Y'all still hanging with me? I appreciate you. I've officially run out of things to talk about. Same fellas. Lady. That rising star. Hey, Trish. She's back. Hey, Trish. What's up? T Mac, what's going on? T Mac is never on my live. You're usually on my live, but you never comment. What's up, T Mac? I'm sorry I missed your birthday party, but after you told me that you already had a DJ, I went to work because I was going to take off work to DJ your birthday party, but not to go to your birthday party. I know that's sad. I apologize for that, but yeah, I didn't want to lose any money. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So if I'd gone to your party just as a guest, then yeah, I wouldn't have got paid for that night. If I found a way to, be at two places at one time, I would have done that. But anyway, I missed your party. I hope so too. T Mac. Rick James, Tina Marie, and Happy on Bedtime Stories. With the Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Tanya McIntosh. I know she's usually on my live, but she never comments. But I'm glad she spoke. Thank you very much. T Mac. It is your Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. And Trish is back, Florence Nightingale over there. Well, she's not a nurse, but, she's signing people in, as they come in. I know the 4th of July was like one of the worst days over there. I'm sure it was. I'm so sure it was. Anyway, in about 9 minutes, we do foreplay right now. We do two in a row from Jermaine Jackson. This is Castles of Sand on Bedtime Stories. All right, I'll be black, ladies and gentlemen. You collect the money. That's what's up. Yeah. Oh, registration and insurance. That's what's up. Cancel the singing. I got it, Mo. I, maybe you can't see me, but I'm doing a radio show here. But I did get it. I can multitask, and I'm pretty well and adapt to that. But right now, I don't think I have the capacity to listen to it. But I did receive it. But thank you for thinking I'm, this super person. Why don't you? I know you thought because I was looking at my phone, yeah. I see all the text messages that come up between, several people that text me while I'm on the air. Because I'm this super person. I can do more than one thing at one time. And I'm pretty well at it, pretty well adapt to doing it. And no, I'm not being sarcastic, don't get me wrong, I love everybody. It's hard to be everything to everybody, but I try my best. Yeah. But yep, I'm pretty good at it. I was crazy for you. You were crazy for me. We were crazy. We're crazy. So crazy. Yep, it has been a year since I've been in this apartment. Oh, and they thought it would never last, I tell you. Mm-mm. Mm. Turn around from Jermaine Jackson. That one was well before that was Castles of Sand, and this one was make it do what you do, baby. I mean, do what you do. I'm sorry, had a Ray Charles moment there. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Bedtime Stories is sponsored by our good friends over at Grubhub.
Get the food you love with perks from Grub, which you
Grubhub is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis and Chicago, WRLN Radio, and Jam 98. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. And it is time for foreplay. This lady was influenced by people like Phyllis Hyman, Billie Holiday, Patti LaBelle, Shirley Caesar, and Nancy Wilson. She studied opera at the Manhattan School of Music. Yes, I'm reading from Wikipedia because I don't know a lot about this young lady. But I do know that yesterday was her birthday, July 17th. Um, she just made the big 6-0. Congratulations, sweetheart. A few years ago, I watched her unsung episode, and she said what changed her life was, and this is not on Wikipedia. She said she drank a whole bottle of Hennessy and didn't get drunk. She knew at that point, she knew at that point it was time to change her life. And she did. Her and her husband now run a church. Yep. So it's never too late to turn around. She's been married twice, once to Horace Alexander Young, a saxophone and flute player, and then she married former NBA basketball player John Battle. They have 4 children, and she successfully battled a brain tumor in '09. She's now deaf in her left ear, but it has not stopped her from performing in church. Tonight we feature the music of Regina Bell in Foreplay on Bedtime Stories. That's my girl. it like it was. Make it like it was. Make it like it was. I heard Otis Redding once crane kicked Etta James in the face. That is false. Yep. Yep, that is absolutely false. You're able. Like, where did you get that information from, Troy? Otis Redding kicked Etta James in the face. Mm-mm-mm. You're able. Mm-mm. Yeah, here on my microphone. How did that happen? Mm-mm-mm. Sing, baby. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Like it was. Sang, baby. Yeah. Sang, baby. Mm. Baby, come to me. Come on, girl. Miss Walker. Greg Beasley, what's going on, sir? Thanks for checking in. I appreciate you. My man. Mm. Greg Beasley. Baby, come to me. Baby, come to me. Ten years. Oh, wow. I was free. Baby, come to me. Mm-mm. Baby, come to me. Be right back, guys. Mm. Hey, you okay? Mm-mm. I'm good. Absolutely. Positive. Okay. Okay. Sounds good to me. Turkey. Oh, okay. Okay. So you rather the phone to ring on the air. Okay, I get it. No, I was in the other room. Yeah, sure. We can bring some. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll be right here. Ain't going nowhere. Okay. All right. Too much. Be careful for what you ask for, people. You just might get it. All I want is for. I don't think I've ever gotten a colonoscopy. They say men of a certain age should have that done. So I don't know. I'm just getting. I'm kind of you know concerned when they want to stick a tube up my butt. I'm just saying. Yep, that's just a fear of mine, I guess. I don't know. Need to get over the fear because it could be worse, right? She was introduced to the group The Manhattans by radio personality Vaughn Harper of WBLS in New York, and they took her on tour. She eventually did a duet with Mr. Gerald Austin, and the rest, as they say, is history. Regina Bell, along with James J.T. Taylor, formerly of Kool and the Gang, and All I Want Is Forever. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Happy belated birthday, Regina Bell. She also did a duet with this gentleman. He's Johnny Mathis, and his version of Stop, Look, and Listen to Your Heart, originally done by the Stylistics on Bedtime Stories. You're alone all the time. Does it ever puzzle you? That's why you seem to fall in love again. Or just pretend or fool yourself. Never too late to stop. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it says. Stop, look, listen to your heart, hear what it sings. Love, love, you can't hide. Stand aside, you then open up, let it in. You to stop, look, listen to your heart, hear what it sings. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it sings. Jump on in. It's never too late to stop. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it says. Stop, Look, listen to your heart, hear what it's singing. Love, love. Listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Love, love. The original done by the stylistic Stop, Look, and Listen to Your Heart. Before that, Johnny Mathis from his album I'm Coming Home, produced by Tom Bell, who co-wrote that song along with Linda Creed. And Stop, Look, and Listen to Your Heart. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. And every now and then, I tell a story. Tonight I'm just out of stories. I guess that's why I only have 2 people watching me on Facebook. But that's okay. Tomorrow's another night or another day. There it is. This gentleman made his transition a few years ago. He was what they call the king of jump blues. And what jump blues was, it wasn't bluesy, not like a B.B. King or Bobby Blue Bland, because, he had horns and everything else in it. It was more funky than it was bluesy. We're talking about John Watson. aka Johnny Guitar Watson. This is Since I Met You Baby on Bedtime Stories. Mm-mm. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Woo-hoo. Killing it. All right. I wanna ta you, baby. I wished. Cancel that transaction. Go right ahead, Troy. We know you're tighter than Jack Benny, boy. Tighter than Jack Benny. One of his old jokes was, a guy sticks him up, right? So your money or your life. And he just stands there. He says, "Sir, I just said your money or your life. Sir, your money or your life. I'm thinking, I'm thinking." I'm thinking, I'm thinking. The money. I love you too, son. I love you dearly. I'm on the tie you, baby. Johnny Guitar Watson. I just want to tie you, baby. Thank you so much for being mine. I heard my dad say that for the first time a few years ago before he passed. He said, "I want to tie you, baby." I'm like, "What you know about that?" He said, "That's an old saying. Everybody used to say that back in the day." I'm like, and Johnny made a song out of it. I want to tie you, baby. Your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, saying hello to my son, Sincere. He said, "Hello, Dad. Love you dearly." I love you too, brother. I really do. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This brother was born James Ambrose Johnson Jr. He had a mother, boy, I tell you. He was supposed to get drafted into the army, right? He did. He went AWOL. His mother, his mother got him out because they were going to lock him up, right? His mother got him out. That's a strong mother for you. Here's Rick James and Spacey Love from Busting Out of L7 on Bedtime Story. Bedtime Stories. Yeah, right. I'm in New York now, y'all. This whole so I can treat us to a trip so we can get away, me and you. Sounds like a winner to me. I can't wait. Lady. Sang. Sang, Rick. Spacey love. Woo. Like a bag of air. Tangy triple cheese potato chip. You get so love, then you just want you. That was fast. That was a bag of air. I admire him. He left the time and he never looked back. Jesse Johnson, and I'm a wanting you. Right here on Bedtime Stories. He signed a contract with A&M Records and made a series of albums that, some of them did well, some of them did not so well. On the song The Walk, he is mentioned by name, and everybody thinks that, when they said little cute guitar player, make your mama proud, they thought they were talking about him. Actually, they were talking about this guy. At my psychedelic shouts when you tell me. Miss that little guy. One of my favorite songs by Prince. It shows his vocal range. And I would go back to that part, but I always do that whenever I play it. It just simply says, all I'm trying to say is that my I gotta stop. You gotta start high. And then he ends low. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm gonna play this song tomorrow too. Damn You from Prince, right on Bedtime Stories. That's how you end the show. Thank you so much for being up with me. To everyone, Michelle Caruso, to Trish, Miss Walker, Ken Wadlington, my son Sincere Greer, my brother Maurice King, Tanya McIntosh, T Mac, Ronnie, thank you so much, Latanya Lynn Garrett, aka Miss Hollywood, Reggie Hill, who was on earlier, as well as Lady G, Chiffon Miller, and Pam Hawkins. And of course, my sister from another, Mr. Judy Frazier, started it all off. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And of course, you too, Troy. Appreciate it. And Trish, you have a wonderful night as well. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Mm-mm. 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 Ba-ba-ba-boom. Thank you guys once again. Appreciate you all. And oh yeah, peace out. See you tomorrow.